It's probably, let's see, what's the temperature out here?
Take the next right onto Brandywine
41
Boulevard.
degrees out today. Heading to the car wash. They said it was tripping the breaker, so we're going to see what's going on. Hopefully the blower motor isn't shorted or anything. Just wanting it to be kind of simple so I can get them heat. But
for 3/4 of a mile.
anyways, we got 3 minutes. We're going to be there. Pull in, get the bag out, the meter, and run in there and check it out. I kind of like the bee cleans, and we do the moo car washes too, and I like the noise of car washes, just all the machinery, the compressors, and just always feels like something's going on and happening. So when I get there, it just feels like home again, you know. Okay, so we arrived here over on this Bee Clean car wash, and now we're going to get out our meter and see what's going on. It's always good, the maintenance guy, he let us know kind of what's going on, and that kind of helps at times. So see what we can do here. You had this shut off, turned it back on. I guess it's been tripping the breaker. It's going to try to start here. We're going to see what's going to happen. So reset it. It's going to lock out. Got the inducer motor running here. See what's going to happen. Sometimes once you understand the process of the cycle of a furnace, and you can just kind of sit and watch, and troubleshooting begins as soon as that process happens. We're going to wait for the fan to come on. So we got the igniter came on, but the igniter did come on, and then it kicked back out. And then it attempted to come on again. So with all this noise, I am kind of, you know, all my senses aren't there. I wasn't able to hear if the gas valve clicked or what. So we're going to kind of see, make sure the blower comes on. We're not, you know, just kind of walk through a little bit further here, and then backtrack, shut it off, and restart it again, see what's going on. One thing about these car places or anywhere where chemicals are, you can always tell with the burners burning a little bit in clean. You know, you got a lot of chemicals and a lot more of a, you know, more of a dirty environment for these here to burn. So, well, we finally got, just by knowing the process, how things should run and operate. We had the inducer motor come on, pressure switch closed, gas valve was energized, we got ignition, the flame rod proved itself, and it was running for a while, and just waiting for the blower to come on, but there was no blower motor that came on. So I pulled the filter out just to get a visual into the blower, the blower wheel down in here, and it wasn't coming on. So during that process, it kicked off on high temperature. So that's what's going on. Basically, it's the blower motor could be locked up, or the relay or something shortened, and that could be why the breaker actually tripped. Could be the relay. Sometimes it shorts behind the circuit board and grounds itself. So we'll see. Let's tear into it. We'll take off this panel door and see what's going on. Yeah, we definitely got a problem. So just now my visual of my eyes kicked in, and so I put my hand in there. A lot of times I just spin the blower wheel to see what it's doing. It looks like the whole blower, the mounting bracket in one of the ears or something gave way, and the blower is kind of dropped itself. Actually, it looks like it's breaking broke the axle. See how the motor's just flopping around in here? It actually looks, there's a motor mount. Looks like the welds have broken. That's a problem. So it looks like we're going to be ripping this, pulling this whole blower assembly out. Looks like we got to get the blower motor's probably good, but we got to get a beefier, or probably the blower wheel is out of balance to where it's somehow it created a spot weld or something's going on with this blower mount. Okay guys, so we got to get moving here. We're going to just, what I do, every time you pull a blower out, it sits on these rails. I got two 5/16 nuts inside here, it slides out, but you have to determine it. Sometimes the wires can stay intact if it's long enough to pull it out and turn it sideways. The only wires I'm going to remove, I think, is the thermostat wire and try to pull it apart. So let's see if it works. So once we got those moved, there's two 5/16 up inside of here. Move that. I'm hoping there's enough wire. Looks like this blower motor was replaced before. The capacitor looks new and it's got a newer situation. See how see this, let me get a light on there, maybe you can see a little better, guys. Where'd my light go? Anyways. Yeah, right there. This is the mounting bracket, holds that motor and it broke. And that's what holds it. It's a 4-ear, like we call it a ear, like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what holds that motor, but something's going on there to break that. These are kind of flimsy, but there's not much torque on these motors. We're gonna have to figure this out. So it might be the blower wheel's out of balance. This is the blower wheel, and it could get too much of a shake to it. So we'll tear this motor apart. Wow. Well, actually, two of them broke. I don't know, not with this here, this ain't good. A little set screw, loosen up so that shaft will drop out of there. We'll get this thing out. Any of you service guys, just kind of maybe something maybe you can think about. I put a time myself before on taking a blower motor out and putting one in. I think on average I can get one out and installed in about 30 minutes. I don't know if you ever time yourself, but yeah, maybe you should and let me know or something. But I am a little bit on the slower side of life, but I can get moving if I have to. Okay. Start pulling these wires off. Man, what? Take another quick picture. Yeah, just to let us know where what speeds the blower motor's on. Now, typically on these connectors, I know some people are probably watching. I think it's a good time. You know, you're not really supposed to wiggle, and it's good to take something and try to pull straight up without a lot of. Down here it is for the two spares, but you kind of want to. Sometimes I've even taken. You can take your wire strippers. You can come in on the sides and just slightly pry up and push up. And that kind of helps. You know, if have it tight. This one here is even tighter yet. A little less stress on the connectors, but okay, we got the wires wrong with it? Oh! The mounting, the ears on the mounting bracket is broken off, so I don't know what's going on there. Could be the blower wheel out of balance, something in there. So, okay. I would say the motor's good. I'm really just thinking maybe the blower wheel out of balance. There's the two, you can see it. But it is just thin metal though. I mean, no, it shouldn't break. I mean, they usually run pretty smooth. Universal motor though, I don't know, this is probably a 3/4 horse, I imagine. Let's see what it's like. Wow. I don't know. There's a little bit of oil on that motor, but kind of got a final diagnosis on this thing. Let me show you a couple items, tell you what I think. First of all, this is the belly mount. Why is it called a belly mount? Because this is the belly of the motor. It slides over it, and this is what mounts. Well, they broke. And that's not real common. It can be. I mean, it's a half-horse motor. It's not a real big motor at all. But needless to say, so I took the blower wheel out. A lot of times what I checked is a lot of times these can get loose. You can get out of balance here. We got some weights. Let me show you here. Just kind of give you an idea. Just the mind of a service guy. You got some weights like right here. Here's a weight. So it's kind of like a tire. You know, you got some weights that are put on here from the factory. You want to make sure those are on. A lot of times you say, well, how do I know where they should be? Well, a lot of times you can see where they originally was just by obviously the discolorization and things like that, but I'm thinking this blower wheel's off balance. We have a little bit of a looseness in a couple of these turning vanes here for the blower wheel. So we're going to get a blower wheel. We got to get another blower mount, and I got these temporarily plugged into here where I'm just going to turn on, make sure that the motor is doing okay, but that's kind of where we are. So we're going to run to the supply house, get some things, and we'll be back. So we're going to just turn this motor on just to make sure it's operating. I just plugged it into the board. Make sure you're not touching anything. Double check, triple check. It'll look pretty good. And then we'll see if this wants to turn. Oh, I got the stat wire off, so let me get out my jumper, alligator clip jumpers. Okay, I'm going to power down. Jumper R and G for our fan. And see if that'll do it. I'll hold on to this little bolt in case it starts wanting to roll around. But well, nothing there. Could be on the wrong. Let's see here. I got usually a circulating speed maybe. This here I had it on cooling, so let's see here. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, power's on. Oh, we gotta hit the door switch maybe. Yeah, door switch. All these little obstacles. Hold on. Nothing there. Maybe it's on this one. You guys like that? It's kind of neat, wasn't it? Turn this on here. So you see the motor spinning, so just a quick test. I'm gonna see if it is on the concrete floor. Could be, see if that good stabilized. Look at the shaft. Don't seem to be. Yeah, I think it's good. Double check, make sure. I mean, this motor has been replaced. Make sure you don't have any slop in it. In and out, you'll get a little bit. No, you don't get too much play, but you want to check to see if you got up and down, left and right. There's no play in the bearings there. So, alrighty, we're going to go to the split house and get a blower wheel. Everyone, we're back. We got the part, we got the blower wheel, we got to put it in. We got the motor. We already put the motor was good, but we got the belly mount here, 4 ear, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it already mounted though. We did that out in the truck. So, well, here we go. There is a right and wrong way to put these in. This is a hub. It's called a hub, you know, on the squirrel cage blower wheel here. So you want to know that which way. So here's where it's mounting. The motor is going to be on this side. Shaft's going that way. So you want your hub to be facing on the rear end where the shaft is this way. So let's see if we can get it in here. Now you want to be careful just as far as getting this in here. You don't want to push it down because you can push these, bend these. I've done it maybe before. You want to, there it goes. Now you got it. Then you just flip it over. Like that. Slide your leg over like this. Yeah, that blower wheel was off balance, causing those to break. So if any of you guys just tuning in at the last second here, it's kind of where we're at. So typically what you do is you got your mounting ears. Some people, I usually like to have it isn't really that crucial, but your wires facing running down, kind of like this way. Just kind of slightly slide that down through the hub, line this up, and then there we go. That's a lot better feel right there. Now, wherever I did that last, there it is. Got that going, flip this over. Now, what I do, set this here. You're going to set the blower wheel. You know, you don't want it to rub the end. You know, you hear this. That wouldn't be good. That's not good. So you don't want to, kind of want to be center. You got over on the edge here, you kind of eyeball it and realize once the blower motor pulls in, it has a little bit of, when the shaft pulls in, it'll a little bit go that way. So if you look, it moves. So what I do is I center it. You want to make sure it's not hitting nothing, like so, and then I reach down inside of here on the flat part of the shaft, lined it up with the set screw, like so. I usually hand tighten it, like so. Come back and look, give it a little bit of a spin. I kind of look to see if there's any wobble, see if there's anything off. Pretty happy with this position right here. So this is the flat part right there. You can see it, and here's the screw, and it sets down on that shaft. Just about every blower motor will have that, and then that keeps that shaft from being able to spin within itself, locking it on the hub here, so it'll turn the blower wheel like so. So anyways, one more little bit. You don't want to over crank it. You do want it. There we go. A couple of rails. These right here run on the rail. They slide in, so you really can't go wrong. And you got the screws that lock it in on the front. They make it pretty easy to do, so you just got to make sure you're up in there and you're good. I'm going to do it. Sliding on the rail right now. Sometimes you gotta go left and right a little bit. There it is. I've had them before on that rail where the metal bends down a little bit. You can tap it up and people pull it, get a little too aggressive. It can make the blower housing bounce a little bit. It's gotta be watchful, careful. Anyway, I'm gonna double check myself. We look good over here, so we're going to mount this thing again. I'm getting my mirror out here. You can't see something, I use a mirror. Just plug in. These are spare wires here. Down here on the circuit board it says spare. We got some extra wires right there. Some of you new techs, or some of you doing a blower motor yourself, just take a picture and it'll always get you back on track. I just kind of remember what's going on, even though I did take a picture as well. This here's for air conditioning relay. This here's for heat, like that. So we got a wire, I got to do the ground yet. I'm going to tie in these thermostat wires real quick. With that said, air conditioning wire, just for a quick reminder for you, whatever that is. White wire heat, yellow wire compressor, green wire for your fan, blue wire common, red wire power wire. So let's do it. Red wire right here. Green wire on B for the fan. Now we're going to do white wire. That's for the heat. Since that's kind of what we're after today. Try to make it a little bit better than what it was. It was pretty trashy. I know these commercial situations, everything gets dirty so fast. Yellow for the Y. I put that on the wrong terminal. Well, let's see how that was. That was a good demonstration of thought. I hope that camera caught that. What you want to do is this wire has been on the terminal block, tightened down maybe too many times or removed. But anyways, when you tighten a screw down on copper, it makes a weak spot. Where I barely did that, the copper just broke. So we might want to check all of these. That can happen. Well, it did happen. I'm gonna check these now. I'm kind of. That one's pretty good. Better check the R wire. Everyone's watching me. Yeah, it looks a little sketchy there. Let me see if I can get in the light, but you can see where it tightens down there. And then when you bend that thing, I don't know if you see it, a lot of times right there on that 90, the color of the copper will even change, but that, and two, if you look at it, watch my finger, it'll just break off. Watch. Do that, and right there, and it fell off. Yeah. I don't think they had the common hooked up, because a lot of times on the common wire for them thermostats, everyone gets lazy and don't like to run them. But I'm going to hook this up just in case, maybe double check in there. But we'll slap this in here. Out there pretty loud, isn't it? Well, hopefully everyone's still with me here. We'll get a couple of these face screws in here and get out of here. There we go. Right there. Sometimes you got to pick up on the blower wheel a little bit. Get this light for me. There it is. There. Give it a little spin. Feels good right there. Wire's back. Yeah, definitely a lot more sound. So we got just testing the motor. Got it turned on. You probably see things kind of has a slight vibrate right there. You'll have a little bit, but it's definitely a lot less. I'm going to shut her down, because this is a universal motor, meaning the rotation of the motor can go clockwise or counterclockwise. So once you do that, I'm going to make sure we're rolling the right way, in which we are. So, yep, so we'll put her back together here. got the door back on. Better get this air filter in there. Put it in the right way anyway, right? A lot of times especially on certain jobs, I forgot one on me. I should. Take your marker, maybe write the date, see the condition of it. Looks like they replaced it, but a lot of times I think today's 13th or 14th, right guys? 23. Yesterday was my daughter's birthday, Etta. Hey Etta, if you're watching this. Anyways, see that arrow? You guys remember that? Check out one of my shorts. That arrow goes into the furnace. And it's giving it like this here. Now you know, you just kind of pull out your filter, line it up, the arrow, you know you're going in the right way. Whatever. It's not rocket science, but it is rewarding if you know what you're doing. You can get it in there. Wiggle it in. There you go. Okay, see if this thing will fire off. We got to get on another service call. Always thankful for work and see what we can do.